on. The camera doesn't. Good morning, everyone. Good morning, good morning, good morning to you. I am so happy to come to you and talk with you guys. As you have noticed, I have not been posting as much and I have not been going live. And I did not realize this. Listen, here's the secret. I didn't realize that most of my day is spent with my phone, either making YouTube videos, watching YouTube videos, thinking about YouTube videos, or something dealing with YouTube. And as you guys know that follow us, we just came back from vacation, and on vacation on Christmas Day, I lost my phone. Well, a lot of people are like, well, Roger, why didn't you just get a new phone? I'm sure you got insurance. I'm sure you can afford to buy a new one, blah, blah, blah. Well, as Providence would have it, they actually found my phone. And while we were on vacation, I was like, you know what? Really don't need it. It's supposed to be vacation. We'll just chill out, whatever. And I was hoping that when they found the phone and shipped it, that it would have met me home. It's not the case. So right now I'm in that little limbo area where they shipped the phone, but the phone hasn't gotten here. So that's why really you guys haven't had any updates and I haven't been live and a lot of things because I depend a lot on that phone. Now, I do have another phone, a brand new phone that I ordered and purchased like 4 or 5 months ago. And it's the latest phone, but I don't really like it, to be honest with you. I love my old phone. I love my 8. I have a Samsung 8. I think it's an 8S. Anyway, either way, I love it. I know it. I know how to use it. We have meshed together. We are a perfect pair. And I'm waiting for that phone to get back. Now, my biggest concern and my biggest fear is that when it comes back, it's not the same, meaning it could be damaged. But I'm thinking since they were able to turn it on and verify that it's mine, that everything's gonna be good. Plus, when I lost it in the whole entire case, and I have a military grade case around it, so it should be okay. Anyway, having said all that, that's why I haven't updated and uploaded you guys lately. Did I say that right? That's why I haven't uploaded any videos lately, because I can't do any videos, believe it or not. So anyway, that's where we are as far as the phone. Now let's talk about this stuff that's going on with President Trump doing this airstrike. Actually, it was a drone strike against this general from Iran. And you guys know I don't like talking politics, but we will talk every now and then. We'll talk things that are in the media and in the news that affect us as preppers, okay? And I'm going to preface all of this by saying, regardless of what side of the fence you're on, whether you like Trump or you don't like Trump, whether you voted for the president or you didn't, whether you love the current administration or you dislike the current administration, I do not want you guys commenting about the man. I want you to comment. Listen to me very closely. I want you to comment about this particular action only, okay? Because we have lost some family members. Some people have vowed to like be our enemies because we talk about the president every now and then. And listen, that was not my intention a month and a half ago when I was talking about the impeachment. It's not my intention now to lose family members or to gain family members. This is a prepping channel. Okay, remember that. First and foremost, this is a prepping channel. And just because we make prepping fun does not mean we're not going to talk about serious topics. Okay, I just want to preface all of that by saying that. And listen to the video before you guys really start making comments. You know, if you're watching the replay, don't fast forward. Don't go ahead. Listen to what we're saying. Get the premise of what's going on and then make your comments. Because if you start blasting me like you've been doing, I guarantee, because I'm going to be kind to you. I'm going to be nice. But some folks in here are not going to be so kind, not going to be so nice. Okay, just saying. So what are Roderick's views and thoughts on the thing? And I told you guys back in September, October, November, I said, look, things are going great now. You can find food. Gas is low. All it's going to take is one bomb, one missile striking you in the Middle East, and everything is going to go crazy. How many of you guys heard me say that at least 17 million times? I was like, just be aware, something's going to happen. I said that, and you can go back and watch the old videos. It is documented. It's history now, because this always happens. Okay, it always happens. Things are going great. All of a sudden, boom, something jumps off, something kicks off, and everybody's in an uproar. It just is what it is. First and foremost, in the Middle East, they've been fighting for like 3,000 years. That's the first point. They've been fighting each other without our influence. Without the United States' influence, they've been fighting for like 3,000 years, literally. And then we, the police of the world, want to step in and try to dictate how somebody else's country is run. Okay? And, you know, we're the big bad wolf, we're the big brother. And, you know, then we don't understand why people are upset with us. First of all, we're cocky. Okay? As American, we are just cocky because of the way we live. And I've been to 33 countries. In my opinion, this one is the best one. Okay, I'm a little biased. I was born and raised here in the United States. But in other countries, people don't have the freedoms and the liberties and the lifestyle that we enjoy and take advantage of every day and take for granted. Okay, you got to keep that in mind. A lot of times, and I've been to these countries where, you know, you just can't do certain things. It's a no-no. It will get you tarred and feathered, literally. So, you know, it's just certain things in other cultures that you just cannot do. Now, I want to emphasize this point. All right. And like I said, I don't care what side of the fence you're on, whether you were for the drone strike, against the drone strike, you like the current administration, you don't, it doesn't matter to me. I want you to listen to this very closely. Just because you can do it doesn't mean you should do it. Okay? Just because I can't walk out this door and go eat 5,000 calories a day, it doesn't mean I should do it. Doesn't make it the most wise thing. And I may want to do that some days. And trust me, some days I do. Okay, food is my weakness. I love to eat. I love food. Just because I have the means and the resources to walk out this door right here and go to McDonald's and go to Burger King and Sonic all within the first 2 hours of me leaving the house, probably not the most wise thing to do. You got to agree with that, right? First of all, financially, it's not wise. And then secondly, and more importantly, health-wise, it's not wise. Now, if you're trying to bring people to the table and you're trying to talk and you're trying to use a diplomatic approach, probably not wise to attack them. Okay? I'm just saying, regardless of what your reasons are. Was the president justified? Probably. Did he have the opportunity and the means? Yes, obviously he did. Was this guy someone who could make life a little more difficult in the Middle East for the United States? Yes. Could he have led? And see, remember this. A lot of times we don't know the full story. Well, all the times we don't know the full story. But I keep telling you guys this. I personally, I don't believe anything I hear, and I rarely believe anything I see on mainstream media. All right. And I even took it as far as this. I kept telling you guys something needed to happen with our market. There has to be some kind of reset. Okay. Now, because I don't have my phone, I haven't been able to keep up with the market the way I normally do. But I know this affected the market, and I've been talking about that for about 3 to 6 weeks now. As far as the market, how it's just roaring and it just keeps making new highs and new highs and new highs. Well, guess what? Those new highs are probably stalled right now. I'm not saying it's not going to keep going up, but it's a little stalled right now. the economy, even though everybody's like, oh, the economy is doing great, great, great. Some people are not seeing that. Okay. Some people are not seeing that. But like I said before, a month and a half ago, when some people got in an uproar about what I was talking about with the current administration, I try not to allow the White House to affect my house. That is why we take full responsibility and control of our finances, of our home, of what's going on outside of these doors, to make sure that what happens inside of these doors, we're okay. And if you're the kind of person that you live and die by what happens in Washington, you might need to rethink that. Because if Washington has so much control over your house that it affects your mood and your temperature in your house, and it affects the things that go on in your house, you might want to rethink that. Okay. I'm saying, because part of prepping is great mental health. Okay. Great. I mean, you got to have great mental health when you're a prepper. And just because things are happening in our country, in your region, in your state, in your town, we try not to allow those things to affect us, but so much. I'm just saying. Hopefully this is helping you, because I used to be the type of person that everything that would happen politically, I was on top of it. I was talking to my friends about it. If I had a channel, I would have been talking about it on my YouTube channel. Thank God that back then I didn't. And a lot of my friends, we stopped talking for a while because of viewpoints. I'm sorry, because of political viewpoints. It's a no. Okay. It's not wise. It's not wise to lose friends. I mean, I'm talking about friends I had for years, and we would disagree. But that's one thing to disagree, but I prefer now not to be disagreeable. It's a big difference. We can disagree, but not be disagreeable. So, what is this? How is this going to affect us, we as preppers, for 2020? Okay, we already know. Most people know that we're in a food shortage right now. Are we feeling it right now? I haven't been to the stores here lately because they didn't have my phone, so I couldn't do any videos. But while we're on vacation, we did see, so we went to one grocery store while we were out, and we did see some open spaces and some bare shelves. I think we're going to see more of that. I don't think this drone strike has anything to do with that, though. I believe that because of the growing season, we're this past growing season, but the year before, I think we're going to start seeing fewer things in the grocery stores. All right. I believe the gas is probably going to go up. Okay. This is normally the time of year that gas is normally the cheapest or the most cost effective. I think gas is going to go up. I could be wrong though. Hopefully not. Hey, I'm enjoying the gas prices where they are. But I think gas is gonna start creeping up, and then summertime, I think it's gonna be $3. In my area, it's like $2.30 something now. I believe that gas is gonna get over $3.50. I mean, I see it happening. Food costs is gonna go up. You see, things like that, things that affect my household. Those are the things that, when I see them happening or see them coming. Those are the things that I'm like, okay, well, if I see this happen, see this coming, then that means normally if we spend this amount on gas and food and it goes up to here, then that means we got to take from somewhere else to subsidize. Okay. And we don't get any kind of government subsidies. We don't live that life. We don't get the what's the EBT card, the food stamps, and we're not on Section 8 and all that kind of stuff. We have to pay for everything. That's why we're very, 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 I'm not gonna say frugal, but frugal is the word. Hey, good morning. Thank you for the info, brother. All right, hey, Miss Ann, thank you for being here. I appreciate that. So just know that things are coming. Take from this event that just because it's legal, just because you can do it, doesn't necessarily mean that you should. All right. And sometimes, just because you can, just because you can do it, and just because you have the means to do it, sometimes you should. See, these we don't normal people in America, we don't have to make these kind of decisions. We don't have to make life and death decisions of foreign dignitaries and um, foreign people. I hadn't done my hair this morning. That's why I had my hat on, but got hot a little bit. So just take from this lesson. Just because you can doesn't necessarily mean that you should. Think things over very, very carefully and very closely. And regardless of how you feel about the current administration, it's still politics. And Washington is going to do what Washington does. And you, the average everyday person, whether you're in America or you're in Israel or you're in, I know we have viewers from Australia, and golly, my heart goes out to you guys down in Australia. And because we haven't been on here, we don't know how our friends in Australia are doing. I'm hoping and praying that you guys are okay. And if you guys watch this, please, make a comment and let us know how you're doing. Our friends down in Australia, or out in Australia. You say I always hear the down under, so I guess you guys are south. So our friends in Australia, if you're able to watch this video, come in and make some comments and let us know how you're doing, because we have not been on. I plan on doing some lives in the very near future in the evenings like we normally do. However, it is about to become play season again for us. Hey, woman. It's about to become play season for us again, and we're about to start rehearsing for the plays. So you guys are not going to see us as much as you used to until after February the 1st. Then then we'll be back on regular schedule. But listen, just whether you love the administration, whether you don't like the administration, whatever, just please calm down, okay, and know that. Like I was telling you guys in 19, right before 2019, I was like, look, something's going to happen. Something's got to happen. Things are going too well. And all it's going to take, and I said specifically, I said, all it's going to take is a missile strike somewhere to knock everything all out of proportion. And I'd be doggone, here it is, the first week of 20, and we have a drone strike. And all this on the media. I turned on the TV a while ago. I was like, oh, God. All this on the media now is the Democrats are saying this and the Republicans are saying that, and the president is defending himself and blah 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 blah. Now I will tell you this, and I don't want you guys to think I'm on one side of the fence or another. But isn't it funny? Okay, I'm just gonna throw this out there. Isn't it funny? I remember when I was in the military, and President Clinton was under impeachment, and same thing, missile strike, drone strike, except it was on a much bigger scale than this. Let's see something. Let me see. I'm trying to go through all the presidents. And then it was let me see. It was Clinton. Then it was Bush. And then it was President Obama. Same thing, missile strike. And now President Trump, missile strike. So guys, I'm not a prophet. I'm not a soothsayer. It happens every president. All right. And if you guys don't see, that's what's so comical to me, because we get in an uproar about administrations. I mean, and people will fight you tooth and nail and will be willing to bust you over the head with a baseball bat over politics. Politics. This is all politics, folks. And guess what? In the end, it doesn't affect your household. Trust me, Iran. Now, could this keep jumping off, and could it keep popping off, and this could lead to something bigger? Yes. And I was listening, I listen to a lot of talk radio, especially now since I don't have my phone. And I didn't even think about this. And if guy's name is Tony McCrane, he's a local guy here. He's like, these folks in Iran, if they were smart, they would talk to the people in North Korea, and then they would set up something and blah blah blah. I was like, whoa, yeah, that could jump off. That could really, really, really be something, because we're not really popular in North Korea right now. We're not popular in Iran right now. I'm talking about we as the United States. And guess what? I didn't strike anybody. I didn't do anything to upset anybody. And that's why I want you guys to do what you do for your household, because you didn't do anything to these people personally. You didn't. So stop taking it upon yourself, okay, to stress and worry about things that you can't control. Do the things good that you can control, like buy more preps, buy more food, load up on the BBBs of prepping. If you don't know what the BBBs of prepping are, then that's what this channel is for, to keep you rooted and grounded in the foundation of prepping. Band-Aids, beans, bullets, those are the BBBs of prepping, okay? Protect your household. Protect your household. Could this thing get way out of proportion, and could things happen? Yes. Is it likely? Well, if you look back over the last 100 years, it's probably not too likely. Okay. There may be a conflict leading from this. We'll probably be in Iraq for several more years. Things are uptight there locally. You guys are in Michigan. What's going on in Michigan? This king speaking the truth is all around to see in the stories. Important to learn survival skills regarding fishing, hunting, H2O prep. True, Miss Ann. I totally agree with you. Everyone is on edge. Yes. And I just wanted to come in and just kind of calm you guys down. Because this is a very, very food shortage, local Walmart. That's something serious right there. When you can't get the things you need, he's speaking true facts. He's got me. Are you who's got you started on preps? Anyway, the food shortage is real. See, that's something that we can't control, but we can prep for. Okay, buy more food. You're gonna need it. Get more containers so you can store water. You're gonna need it. See, things like that. Those things are within your control. What the president does and what the president does not do, unless one of you guys have a direct line to the president and he listens to you, you really have no control in any of this, do you? I'm asking a serious question here. I know it sounds facetious, but I'm asking a serious question. Just overall vibe in the local work area. Yeah, that's because people take things. Well, Miss Ann, I'm glad I was able to help you. Keep watching, and go back and watch all the old videos. No control. You have absolutely no control of a lot. We think that we are in this country in America, and we think we have so many liberties, and which we do. But unless you're growing all of your own food, unless you're off grid, unless you have ways of purifying your own water, guess what? You're dependent on somebody else. So all prepping is just taking some of that dependency and putting it in your hands and in your control. Okay. Thank you, Miss Ann. I appreciate that. So listen, go out today and do something that your 5 year from now self is going to thank you for. All right. Mark my words. Food prices are going to rise. Water in certain areas is going to be hard to come by. Gas prices are going to go up. And if you drive, download the app that every time you go get gas, you purchase gas, you get money back. I list that app in every one of my videos. Okay? Download the app so you can start getting money back. A lot of things we do for a reason. And yes, I'll get a little kickback too. I appreciate that. But the things we do on this channel, we do it to try to help. Trust me, we're not monetized. We're not making any money off of this. Okay? We are passionate about seeing people not suffer. And if the food shortage turns into, and I'm gonna keep hounding on this, if the food shortage turns into a food crisis, I'm telling you guys, tips for long-term water storage. Woman, that is something that we are working on. The app, let me see if I can't pull it up right now, but if you go back to any of my old videos in the a lot of times in the comment section, it's the top comment, or within the Matter of fact, let me grab it for you guys and post it real quick. Y'all hold on, just hold on real quick. I can post that. I don't even know why I mentioned it and didn't have it, but it was just off the top of my head. All right, here it is right here. Get cash back on gas purchases here. Bam. Fortunately, I did this when I all right. No, I got it right here. Here you go. Bam. Hopefully you can see that, and hopefully you can get it. There you go. Yeah, because a lot of people don't understand the fake security in the grocery store. All that food is enough for 3. Miss Ann, it's not even 3 days worth of food, and I'm gonna prove it to you right now. Have you ever been in an area where there's like a storm is coming? Especially in our area out here on the East Coast. They're like, hey, Hurricane Roderick is coming. Within 2 hours of them announcing that, the shelves are clear. Absolutely clear. Clear. Oh, and with that app, Leah and, oh God, why did I say one of y'all's name? I said I wasn't gonna ever forget this one again. Leah. With that app, every time, and what you do, you put it on your phone, and you pull up in your area, and sometimes you have to do it twice. And I've learned this. Do it twice so it'll refresh, and you got to really search and look and see who gives you the most. Now, in my area, BP and Shell gives the most. Okay. She said, "Oh my God, you're so right." Tawanda, thank you, Tawanda. Yes, I am so sorry. Thank y'all for being such good sports. But I could remember Leah and Tawanda. Yeah, Miss Ann, as soon as they say it's going to be a storm and blah, 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 the Shell, if you try to go after work, you be like, oh, well, I'm going to go pick up some. And why do people pick up milk, eggs, and it's the other thing? I'm like, that is so silly. Milk and eggs. If the power goes out, your milk is going to spoil. Anyway, it's crazy. Don't get me on that subject. Yeah, and then just, and every time, but make sure before you go get gas, you get in the habit of putting up on your app. Now you'll get regular places that you go to where like I have like 3 normal stops that I go to now. But in the beginning, when you first get the app, look and make sure and see who gives you the most. And you may have to drive, just put it in your driving path to use the app. And that's the best advice I can give you. And we've gotten back almost $200 something just from regular bread. Thank you, Angela. Yes, bread, milk, egg, and bread. Why do people go buy milk, egg, bread, and cheese? Milk, egg, bread, and cheese for storm preps. When you should be, now listen, tip. When you should be buying canned goods that you just pop the top and eat, like Chunky. Canned goods like green beans, corn, potatoes. Pop the top and eat. See, we're vegetarians, so we don't eat meat. Things like that. Tuna. That's a great prep. That's a great prep for a storm. That's a great prep for any time. All right. Now, just because we're vegetarian, now trust me, things SHTF happens, things go down. You better believe we're gonna be eating whatever we can. Not right off, but I'm making sourdough starter. I don't know what a sourdough starter is. Got a step. Yeah, you know what? That's my next step too. I got to step my bread game up. I got to start baking, and I got to start learning. That's why I'm so excited about moving, because we're totally dependent on electricity here. I got to get me some kind of wood burning stove or some way to be able to bake outside or something. I got to get something like that. And I've been looking into this solar oven stuff. Been looking into that too. But anyway, prepping is an ongoing item. It's always something more to do. Always. So listen, I appreciate you guys coming in. I got to get up. I got to go to work. Thank y'all for being here. I love you. Send you some love. I appreciate y'all. And just bear with us. We're gonna get back on track. And it's good to see some of you. Good to see some new faces, and great to see some of your old faces. And when I say old, I mean people that's been with us since the beginning. Leah and Tawanda. I've been missing y'all. I used to do morning shows, and y'all would be the. Y'all remember when I first started, and you guys it would be me and y'all. We be the only two on here. And even though I hadn't posted in a while, it's encouraging to see so many of you guys that have come on early this morning. So thank y'all for being here. I appreciate you being here because I know there are 2 million other channels that you could watch. Peace, love, and blessings, my king, and your beautiful queen. Thank you for all you do. And thank you, Missy Ann, for being here. I appreciate it. She said old face. Hashtag old face. Y'all so silly. Oh goodness. But and remember to have fun. That's one thing that we tagline on this channel. We make prepping fun. Remember to have fun. Don't have too much fun all the time, but make sure you have some fun. And when you feel stressed and when you feel like, all hope is lost and we're about to go into World War III, just calm down and, just know that everything's going to be all right. And download the gas app. And when I post this, I'll put it in the description. I'll make it a tag post too. Thank y'all. Love y'all. I'll see y'all next time. Take care.